So welcome back to the channel. This is part 7 of making a cartoon cat in Blender. If you haven't already seen the 6 previous parts where we did the modeling, the UV unwrapping, the texture painting, the rigging, the weight painting, go ahead and watch those. But now what we're going to be doing is doing the fur for our cat. So we're going to be doing some hair particles. So let's get started by selecting a cat. And for now, we're just going to turn off our rig layer that we've been working with. So we only have our cat here, and with the cat, we're going to go to our particle system properties here. Let's just go click on a plus and create a system. Let's just call it fur. Let's just make it hair. Let's click on advanced and let's go under to the source, and to make it take the modifiers into account, like the mirror modifier. Let's just go down here to the source and go use modifier stack. And now it's using that. And let's come over here to the number. I guess we'll leave it at 1000, but let's come here to the hair length and bring it way down. Let's go something like 0.23 meters, maybe even a little bit less, something like that. Okay, 0.18 meters, depends on the scale of your cat. But what we're gonna do here is also go down to our viewport display, and let's just come here and bring the strand steps up to 3. And this is also go to the render, and under the render, let's enable B-spline and then make it 4. And then let's go down to the children and make it interpolated like so. And now you can see we have hair everywhere on a cat. But some issues here that I'm not quite happy about, mainly being that it's in places we don't want it to be. Also, one thing quickly, let's just quickly tab into our edit mode here. Let's just go over to our overlays here and let's just go look at the normals. Let's make sure all the normals are looking okay. Just in case, let's just go A to select everything and then go Alt N and go recalculate outside. Should have already done this, but it looks like all the normals were okay. Tab back out, go over to our object data properties, and you can see we have all these groups that were created when we did the weight painting. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go plus and create a new group down here, and let's just call that group density. And this is gonna control where our hair particles are. Let's tab into edit mode. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna press A to select everything. Let's go ahead and assign it to density. And then all we have to do is select the areas. So for example, if you hold in Shift and Alt, you can left click on this edge over here, loop selected, and go Control plus and just select all of the kind of like these guys in here that make up the inside of the eye. And then let's just remove them from that group. And you can also select the inside of the ears here like so. Okay, and just make sure that's selected. And then you can go ahead and you can remove that as well from density. And then you can also go ahead and select these nails if your cat has nails. Okay, you can select them as well because they don't need any fur on them. And let's just go ahead and remove from that density group. And also just the bottom of the feet like so. We're going to go ahead and remove them as well. And yeah, obviously the nose as well. So anything that shouldn't have hair on it, okay, like the nose, we're gonna go ahead and remove that from the group, and the inside of the mouth, we're gonna go ahead and remove that. Tab back out, and now if we go over to our particle settings, we can go all the way down to the vertex groups, and under the density, let's type in D, and then you can see here we have density. Let's click on it, and now it's only placing it where we should have it. Okay, if you go over into our weight paint, so with that density selected, you can actually see this is what it looks like. Okay, and that gives you kind of a really good visual of what we're dealing with. So let's go back to our object mode, and with our cat selected, we're going to now go into our particle edit. And to be able to see the children, and not just the parent particles, we can go over to our tools, and let's go under the options here. Let's just go down, and we should see somewhere here under the viewport display children. Let's just enable that. And you can create the amount of children per parent particle. So we're going to press F to grow the brush, and we're going to come over here to our distance. The distance just determines how much in it goes to. So kind of look at it like almost like a collision. So the higher you set this and you paint, the less it's going to go into the cat. So you got to kind of mess around with this till you get something that you like. So over here you can see it's having less and less influence, or it's getting less and less closer to the surface of the cat. So if I make this really big and I paint, you can see the hair kind of stands up. So find a good balance. I'm going to go with something like 1.2. I think it's really good. And like I said, it depends on the scale. So I'm going to go over here and paint these hairs back, and then under here I'm going to come paint these hairs back like so, and on the face here I'm going to paint it back a little bit. Then we're going to go to our top view, and we're going to take these hairs here on the ear. And by the way, you can enable mirror if you want. I think you can go mirror X, but for me I'm just going to do it separately on both sides. I think I like to have it separate on both sides. So I'm going to go over here, paint the ear hairs up, over here a little bit, paint it back, and then over here we're going to paint it down on the back a little bit, just like that. So you can kind of see it's very simple, and this is kind of one of those things you don't have to be good at 3D to be able to do this bit. This one bit anybody can do. It's really simple. And I'm going to come around here, paint it like so. And there you can see we're already having good success here of our cat. Let's just paint these hairs back here a little bit. And then in our side view, let's do the body. I'm going to come over here and then drag it back. And in the back here, we kind of push the hairs up. And on the legs, we're going to kind of bring it down. And over here, we're going to kind of paint it down like so. And then we're going to go into the left orthographic view. We're going to kind of do the same thing with the painting. And then bring it down here a little bit. And then over here. And then in the middle here, we're just going to paint these hairs down. And then over here, we can kind of paint it up a little bit. Just like that. And over here, we can do the same thing. And then you can come here to the belly and kind of just paint it around like that. So yeah, it's pretty simple thing to do. But to really kind of see what this is going to look like, we obviously need to go and add some lighting just so we can kind of really see what the fur looks like. So let's just quickly add up a quick little setup that'll allow us to kind of test what this is all going to look like. So I'm going to go back into object mode, and with the cat selected, I'm just going to go to my particle properties, and I'm just going to go down to the children, and I'm going to make it 30 just so I can see more of them in the viewport and kind of get an idea of what my cat's going to look like. Okay, and I might have to just go back in here and just do a few little adjustments in some places, but more or less we kind of have it where we want it. So let's now go into object mode, Shift A, let's add in a plane, and Shift S, let's just go cursor to world origin, and I'll just do that again, Shift A, add in a plane, and then I'm going to scale it up and tab into edit mode. Let's just go ahead and extrude up this back edge. Let's give this a bevel like so by going Control B, and let's go back into object mode and right click and go shade smooth. So now we have a simple little backdrop. And then in our front view, we're going to go Shift A and add in a camera. And you can move your camera wherever you want. Doesn't really matter. Just get a nice position of your cat. And under my camera settings, I'm just going to give it a focal length of 90, like so. Maybe 95. It's just a preferred thing I like to do. And then I'm going to just go ahead and rotate my camera. So the camera positioning is really up to you. It's just kind of so we can get an idea of what a cat's going to look like when it's lit up. That sounded really terrible. You know what I mean. It's got lighting on it. Okay, so now I have a nice backdrop. Now let's go to our renderer. Let's make it cycles, and let's make the device GPU. Only if you have a GPU, of course. And let's go to the max samples and just make it 55. And then let's go Control B and just drag over the camera to limit the rendering to the camera. Then we're going to go Shift A and just add in an area light, move it up. Let's just give it a strength of 340. This is really going to depend on the scale of your scene, how much power you give that. But if you now go Z and we go rendered, you can see we have this. Okay, not looking too bad, but I'm going to go Shift D, duplicate a light, have it kind of coming from the back of the cat. And if you're using 4.0, you can really take advantage of Blender's light linking in a situation like this. But that's a video for another day. So just have it coming from behind the cat, and let's increase this one to 1200. Want it nice and bright so we get some nice room lighting on the cat. And that's looking really good. And then what I'm going to do is just duplicate this light and have it coming from the front, like so, just to have a bit of lighting from there. Okay, now we just have some nice lighting on our cat. I'm going to maybe limit the rendering just a little bit more. And now what we need to do is we need to select our cat, go to our particle settings, and let's go to our render. Or I think we need to actually go to our hair shape. And let's make the diameter of the root 0.3. Okay. And now let's go back into our particle paint or our particle edit. And now we can paint the hairs a bit more. I might reduce this distance, make it a bit lower so we can paint these hairs a little bit more down and closer to the surface of the cat, like this. Let's do the same thing over here on the tip of the ear. Okay, like so. And let's come here to the side, paint that a little bit more. Okay, let's go into the camera view. So now we can really kind of see what the fur is looking like. So if we go Z and we go rendered, we go back into object mode. Yeah, we can get a really good feel for it, of what the cat's gonna look like. So now that I have that done, I'm just gonna go render and render the image and just see what we have. And that's looking pretty good. I think we can definitely up the particles a little bit on our cat. So what we're gonna do is gonna grab our cat, let's go to our hair particles, and let's go under to the children, and let's just make it 150 in the render amount. And let's also go to our roughness, and let's give this a little bit of endpoint, just to make the cat a little bit more rough. And let's go to the ununiform, just so the hair isn't quite as straight, make it a little bit more fluffy looking, like so. And let's now go render and try that out again. And wow, look at that. That is looking a lot better. So this is definitely a stylized kind of cat. So it's not meant to look like a real cat. It's a cartoony, kind of almost more like a teddy bear. And I really like the way this is coming out. It's, like I said, the fur really makes the texture work much better. Things blend together quite well. So yeah, I would say this is a really good success so far. Obviously, we can clean it up a little bit more. But you can now go ahead and spend as much time as you want messing around with the lighting, messing around with your hair, making it as nice as you want. I'm also going to grab the eye, and just with the eye, I'm going to go to the material settings here and just bring that roughness all the way down so the eye is nice and reflective as well. Also, another thing we should probably do is select the cat, go over to the materials, and let's grab that cat, and let's just go plus, come to a drop down and get that cat material, and let's just click on the little 2 here to make it its own material. Let's just call this cat underscore hair. So we can actually now go to our particle settings and go to the render, and under the material here we can go to cat hair. So now if we go to the actual shading and we go to our cat hair and we select it, we can actually come here to the surface and let's just make that hair BSDF. Let's just come drag on the color here and go image, get an image texture, just come to the drop down, let's just select our cat texture again, like so. And now if we go Z and we go rendered, it's using that hair BSDF, and that should look a lot better as well. So now I'm just gonna go back to my layout and let's go render and give that one more test. And there we have it. I actually almost think it just looked better with the plain principled shader, honestly, but anyway, you can go ahead and mess around with the actual hair BSDF settings here. Like you can mess around with the roughness, play around with the transmission, the offset. It's all sorts of things you can try, but you know, this is kind of how we are going to make the fur to our cat. So you guys can now spend as much time as you want cleaning things up. Always come in here to particle edit. You can paint it and neaten it up as much as you want till you really, really like your result. But this is where I'm going to leave it at for now with this tutorial. So what we're going to be doing in the next part is our animation. So we'll be doing a little bit of a walk cycle so we can actually see what our cat looks like in motion. So I'll see you guys in the next part. And remember, this finished result is also on my Patreon. All of that is in the description below.